Good morning, everybody. This is the professor over here at Tech9 Technologies. I want to make this video and give you a little tour of the shop. So let's start by going over here on the workbench here. Okay? All right, this is my workbench. Everything I need to test and work on an amplifier is right here. I don't have no fancy scopes or nothing like that to check them with. I just been doing these many years without a scope, so I don't need them. 22 years I've been doing this stuff. So this is my workbench. Let me back up so I can get the whole thing in here if I can see. I got to tilt up so you can see the big power supply up there on the top. That is a 420 amp power supply, which is actually connected over here on this computer system. I got a lot of computers. This is a 510 amp, and I got them connected together back here, as you can see, with an Anderson plug over there. Everything I need to work with on the bench is here. So I got my meters. Well, I check the power output and the reflect and all of that stuff. I can turn on this other light here. That'll give me a little light on that. I'm trying to shoot this without using the light on the camera because I don't want no reflection. That's an old tester right there that I got from Bobby T, God rest his soul, years back when I started. I was going to take it and use it and put his bird meters in it. He said, no, you're working on these amplifiers, you need something to test the transistors. I got that from him. I got the BK Precision from the Hamfest. That's my old dozy meter. I don't even know how to use that no more. It's still hooked up. I use the bird and the bird peak. There's my transistor tester right there. I got modified Pyramid power supply. Both of these, they still work. I think I got the radios hooked to that one. And I use this for a quick check or something. There's my peak Atlas, what is that? DCA 75, something like that. I check transistors with that nice and quick. But yeah, this kind came out real nice when I finished it, hooking up all this stuff. This is my main radio right here. This Cobra, what's that, a Cobra 29 LTD, that's my main one. For my sideband customers, my Hispanic customers, this is a Cobra 148 GTL, which I got from 2 Watt. And this is a Uniden PC76 that I got from a buddy of mine, Alley Cat. All right. Now let's go over here. Well, let's look down here. These are the old power supplies down here. They still hooked up. They work. They hooked up to the 32 pin that's on the bench. Those are the big, with the big iron core transformers. It's 8. I got 8 transformers in one and 8 in another one. And they got them big giant caps in there, man, big old caps. And I also changed them years ago from those little brick rectifiers. I got rectifiers that are the size of silver dollars now. Some kind of they work. Over here is my main computer and my base station. As you can see, I was watching a little BBI this morning. That's my buddy. Over here, I need to sit down. I can't be standing up all the time doing this mess. You know, I got my TV, my security system, its own night thing there. I like to collect old stuff here. That Brown-Faced Johnson is one of my first base stations we had on the west side when I stayed in Chicago. And then I bought this from the Hamfest because this was actually my first watt meter that I ever had, and it works. Let's go down here Over here are my little test drivers. Oh, this is my guitar cord. I keep it hanging over here because sometimes I plug my guitar in over here and practice. Excuse me. These are my little bench test amplifiers. I got a 1PO. It's got a real Toshiba 2879. This is a 2PO. It's got real Toshiba 2290s in it. And this is a DD400 SSB with just a delay, and it's built with HGs. I got 4 HGs in that. This is my big antenna tuner here. Had that for a while, an MT3000. I really don't need it. I got it in line. I got it from General Running Fox. My antennas are tuned, but I just keep it in line in memory of him. Over here, I got another Alley Cat special. This is a PC78XL. That's my base station. I used to have one of them big fancy base station radios that looked like them guys. It was a Connex SSB something 33. I sold that thing. I don't like them old big base station. This is all I like is a regular car radio. There's a power supply built a long time ago to supply the radio and these lights up here and stuff. Here's my rotor thing for my beams. That's broke, but I can on the top up here. See, look in this corner here on my monitor. I got a camera on my beams, so when I turn my beams, I can see all the way around the house. You know, not including the garage and the patio and the back and the front door. Okay, over here, I got my bird meters. This one here is on the driver, and this one is on the 32 PO, which is down here up under the desk. All right, now this is my 5 PO here. This is this has got the built-in power supply system. All right, this is a 5 PO. That's a 32 PO. Down there, I took that one out my car, and you know what? I might need to turn this light on here. Okay, so you can see that. So this here came out of my car when I put Bigfoot in there. This the one that's got all original Toshibas in it. Bigfoot got 32 of those knockoff transistors, and they work. It's still in my truck, because if it didn't work, it wouldn't be in my truck. You know, turn the light back off. Okay, let's see what I got a dozy here. It's hooked up, but all this stuff is hooked up to these bird meters. This here goes to this. This got a 500 watt slug in it. I got a 2500 watt slug in for the 32 PO. Cause I don't run it that high. Anyway. I could put that 2500 in the corner from up here, but I don't never do that. Okay, let's see what we got down here. Okay, I got a DVD player. That's a Blu-ray player. And down here, let me put the light back on. Down here, I just bought this the other day. I bought me a Variac to put on the bench, and just when I'm testing power supplies. That way I don't have to use my big Variacs that's over there on the wall. This power supply I just built the other day. As you can see, it says for shop use only, not for sale. I have to put that on these boxes because guys will come down here and see them and go, man, you ought to sell me that one. That's a technician box. Ain't no such thing. I build them all the same. But this is a 120 amp, 15 volt power supply. It used to be a P60 is what it used to be by Trip Light. And I took all of that big heavy stuff out of there and put 4 switches in there, man. And I can just throw that up on the bench and test something right quick, And then, like I said, I bought that Variac because, I could just take it and set it on the bench and test power supplies, turn it up real slow to make sure they don't make no pops, sounds like that and stuff when they get up there and blow up. Okay, let me turn the light back off. Up here, over there, you see I got a Drake, and I call it the lie detector. Because back in the day, when I used to test people's stuff, and they telling me they doing all them flash-ass watts, excuse my language, but I'd go in the house and get this thing, because I didn't have a bird meter to bring out. I said, you talking about you doing 2,000 watts? Let me see how many watts you doing for real. And I put this Drake on them. And when they see how many watts they wasn't doing and see how many real watts they were doing, they looked stupid. So I named this meter the lie detector. I had gave it to a friend of mine, Bello 012, but he passed away. So when I went over there to check his stuff out, they gave me this back. This old power supply here runs the fans on the 32 pin. I always keep my fans separate from the power of the box. Okay, this calculator, I just cleaned it and redid it. I've been had that calculator since 1984, and it's still working. I got it from my old job where I used to work. It still works. Matter of fact, it worked excellent now after I redone it. You turn it on, comes on, and says 16,000 boxes and 19,000 boxes. There it is. $1,752 billion. Yeah, right. I keep me a microfiber towel up here to keep my stuff dusted off. Okay. Over here, we got the two big Variacs that go to the power supplies. Now what they do, they coming off a 220 line, and one power supply, the top power supply is hooked to the big one up there. The bottom power supply is hooked to that one. And the reason why I use Variacs on my power supplies, so when I key, these things hold the voltage. The AC don't drop, or I could add a little more to it to make sure it really don't drop. You see, I got an AC meter on there on the big one down there at the bottom. And I got some stuff up here, you know. I used to do like that one there, says sugar, sugar, salt is salt. Now all cells on transistors are fine. You know the old saying, sugar, sugar, salt is salt. If you blow when you leave, it ain't my fault. And that's one I got from Doc Easy Rider, God rest his soul. He said, don't never give up, which I never do. There's a little certificate from my daughter when she graduated from something over there. Got a little extra stuff up here. This stuff over here is mostly the stuff that I can reach around and grab right quick. You know, parts when I'm working on a box. You know, I got stuff up here. And I got drives and all kind of stuff up here. My blood pressure thing. You know, I got an old picture back in the day. Me, Bobby T, God rest his soul. We all out there at a break. But yeah, I keep this stuff over here. Let me go around on this side. This is my main computer system here. It's where I do all my work at. Like I say, I like watching BBI videos. I done seen every one he did, even though I know most of the stuff that he know. I just still like to watch him. That's it. I always have two monitors on my computer. Actually, this TV is hooked up to the computer too. So there's my mixer down there that I use when I'm talking on Skype. And also down here, it's hooked up to a mixer down here. Let me see if the mic, no, I ain't got the mics turned up. But this mixer here and this subwoofer system here goes to this computer. Matter of fact, I got to cover my camera up. I must have dropped this yesterday when I was over here working. Better keep your cameras covered up now, ever since they came out with Windows 10. But I built this computer in 2011, 2011. And this computer is about 11 years old now. Matter of fact, I built it on a buddy of mine's, Tough J's birthday, and yesterday was his birthday. Today is 11/12. So let's go. Well, let's look at this big cadmium power supply over here. And yes, that is a gun. This here one I built first. And now, you know, at first I used to use all of these switches. I don't even use them now. I just keep them pulled, keep them, you know, up, because I got a 200 amp relay in there now that turns all of those power supplies on. I did the same thing in this one over here. This one is cut out the same way, you know. Now what I could do, let me see. Oh, I got a scale too back here. See, there goes my scale. I set the amplify, bring it out and set the amps on and weigh them. Oh, I forgot to show y'all this up here. This here is a 1-pin tester with a power supply built on it. You see, I got a real 2879 Toshiba in there. You can actually put the pill in this and hook it up and test it and vote it up, because I got this thing set where you can turn the votes up here when you plug it up. You got a vote meter on it. And this is a project that I just put together because a guy betted me $100 that I couldn't bill a 6-pill. I said, yeah, I can bill a 6-pill. He said, well, you don't bill 6s, you don't bill 12s, you don't bill 24. I said, I don't bill them, but I can fix them, and if I want to, I can bill them. He said, I bet you $100 you can't bill a 6-pill. Not only did I bill a 6-pill, I put it with a variable on it. You can use the V-pot, to work it. Turn it down here, becomes a straight 6-pill. I put the SSB delay on the thing, and I didn't put it on the case purposely because I only use this to test, power supplies with. It's got a fan in it. I just threw this thing all together, made this little case, and believe it or not, when the guy came back and seen it, he went in his pocket and gave me my $100. And then he wanted to buy it. I said, nope, it ain't for sale. I did that just to show him if I wanted to bill a 6-pill, I could. I just don't. All right? All right, now, let me get back. Let's stand back over here and get a wide shot of the shop. Oh, this here is I forgot to show y'all this here. This thing here, this my smoke eater, my solder sucker. And the reason why it's got a BBI sticker on it and a real X-Force sticker, because only one BBI box have ever came through here. Okay, just one. And it had a sticker on where he had worked on that box. So I heated that sticker up and peeled it off. I'm sure I could have called him and told him to send me a couple of his stickers. But I got this off one of the boxes he done and put it here. This is an original Carl-built X-Force sticker that came off of a box that I rebuilt for a guy. Now, I designed and built this smoke eater myself. It works on this power supply up here. I turn it on. I got it set for 15, but I got 24-volt fans in there. And the reason why I got 24-volt fans, look at this, I can turn this up. And the more I turn it up, the louder those fans get, and they suck the stuff up, suck up the solid smoke. Oh, don't laugh at this cigarette pack. I don't smoke. That came from my buddy 653 in New Jersey. When he sent me the money, he put the money inside of this cigarette pack. He do crazy stuff like that. But that's what this thing do. When I'm soldering a lot of stuff, I got charcoal filters in here, sucker. Now, I also got a big giant one up here that I used to use back in the day. That thing will suck you up, and I feel the air coming from it already. That'll suck you up if you don't watch it. Okay? All right. I got little cameras here that go to my computers. I got cameras everywhere on the computers. Got a camera here. And this computer here, it used to be in the family room. I bought that case for $10 and painted it and put all that good stuff in that computer. This used to be the house computer, but we don't have, ain't nobody here but me and my wife now, so we don't need no house computer. I brought it down here. I wasn't going to throw it out. Okay? All right, now, I hope I'm doing it again. Oh, there go all my connections there. I use Anderson connectors. I used to have them, I call them week one connectors down there, but I'm an Anderson connector man, and I don't knock nobody else that use whatever they want to use. Oh, I forgot to show y'all this big foot pedal down there that go to the 32 pill. I was watching my buddy BBI one day, and I got that name off of there, and I done bought 6 of them things and for people to put on their boxes, and they work real good. Okay, now, that takes care of that. Now, let's go over in the studio. I might have to turn the light on for the studio here. Okay, over here in the studio, let me go over here. There's my guitar. Those are my drums, my pearls. All right, there's my guitar case, my speakers. In the recording studio over here, where I have fun with my drums. Got big giant speakers, 15-inch woofers. I built all of these speakers. I built that one up there in the ceiling. I've been had that one there over 35 years. That oh boy, that's old. Okay. Got a laptop here where I practice on my keyboard. I got these little Edifier speakers on here, which is cool, you know, because you can play the keyboard and do your lessons at the same time. All this equipment up here is connected to the drum stuff. So all the mics that's on the drums, I keep my drums covered up when I ain't playing them. This is a drum machine here. Let me just take this off so you can see that. That's a drum machine, Alicia's drum machine. Okay. Over here, that's my DAW. As you can see, I'm talking. The microphones is on, so they picking me up. That's these mics on the drums. They picking me up. These are that's a laptop I use to record stuff coming out of here, out of this system, even though they record themselves. Both of these mixers here is for the drums. All the drum stuff is hooked into here. This used to be the old one. This the new one. That's why I still got the labels on the hi-hat, kick, and all that stuff. This the new one. This one got 20 channels. This one got 12 channels. So instead of selling this one or getting rid of it, I just made it go into that one, which gave me extra mic inputs. And I was able to put my ceiling mic over there, which I call a room mic. Then I got a mic over there that's got that Crown Royal bag on it, in the little song sound booth. These speakers here, I bought at the Hamfest for $50. And I replaced the speakers in them because, you know, the speakers was old. So I replaced the speakers in them, and they sound real good up here. Those are my little monitor speakers. I got mixers down here that's hooked into this. I got a little amplifier system on here. Let's see. There's another computer here I built. I think I built this one it's either in 2015. I think I built it in 2015. Because Magoo built his. I showed him how to build his in 2015. I got a turntable. I still play records over there. See, last night a DJ saved my life. That's one I brought from upstairs. Okay, that's my subwoofer down there that go to this system. Well, go back to my keyboard. You see that. This big powerful amplifier right here. I don't use nothing but big old amplifier. That thing weighs about 75 pounds. What is that over there? That's the tuner. Oh, I got radios over here. And they all work. I just keep them stored over here. That's the actual, see that permit over there? That permit is 22 years old. That's how long we had the house. And then I got, I didn't build these. I bought these, but I modified them. I took the crossovers off the piezos, and that made them things come alive. There's a brand new radio in the box. Down here in this thing, I got brand new radio. If you look back here, I got so much bubble wrap from people shipping me stuff. I keep it and use it to ship stuff back. It's sitting on my big console that I built back in 1978. This is my music computer. This is where I record all my drum sessions on this thing over here. As you can see, I got the virtual DJ up. And I got a song on here that was done by Leroy Brown and another one of his buddies. And let's just hit it and see. Playing on them monitors there. That's my internet stuff up there. I got a switch box. I got a PoE switch I ain't never even put in there. You see, I just bought that 110522 in case I get some of them cameras that work off of PoE. But this is a program called a Virtual DJ 2021. And that's Leroy Brown and one of his buddies. A lot of times I get on the drums and play that right along with them. As you can see, it's playing up here on the DAW because the microphones is picking them up. And if you look down here, let me move this drum seat. That's a big old Pioneer, man. Let me turn this light off. I haven't had this thing for 40 years, and it still works. This is a Spec 4 power amplifier, and that's what the computer system is hooked to. I got it turned down now because it's hooked to these big speakers over here. and I mean, the wife is going on a cruise. I ain't got to worry about it. I could turn it up, but I ain't gonna do that. I just leave it like this. And I ain't got to worry about no YouTube thing on this song. Yep. But anyway, okay, so, that's my printer up there. And on all of my computers, I got external drives. I even got a NAS over there. See the thing over there in the corner with the green light there? I got a NAS there. I got one on the other side of the room over there. I got a lot of RAM, a lot of storage space, because I got a lot of files. So, see that? It's picking it up too. See the little light flashing there? I got pop speakers in here. That's my favorite pop speakers. Like I said, Leroy Brown gave me these drums when I sold my other drums to gave the drum to one of my grandsons, because they played music and stuff. I've had these cymbals forever. This is an original set of Zillion ZBTs. I took the name off of them because people be trying to guess what kind of cymbals they are. Those are my original ZBTs that I bought when I bought the Tama drums. All right, let me stop this thing. Hold on, I gotta get my mouse. Okay, so anyway, let's go over here. All right. Like I said, that's my guitar case. Here's my guitar that my buddy gave me as soon as I came out of the hospital. It's a Ibanez, same kind that George Benson played. Let me put the light back on so you can see it. Yep, same kind that George Benson played. I took it to the Guitar Center and had them to fix it up. I also collect Hot Wheel cars. I got plenty of them. All right, let's go in here. This is my parts room, where I keep all my parts. Bam. It's a little junky, but I know where everything at because it's all labeled. I'm a label freak. I label everything. I got all kind of stuff in here. That big dog right there, I put HGs in it. That belong to Pool Shark. He just got to come pick it up. But as you can see, I got all kind of parts in here. Everything I need is in here. Everything. That's my old address there where I used to live. Designated driver, 15937 South Vine. That's a couple of blocks from here. But as you can see, I got anything I need up here. That's the main thing about being in this business I learned a long time ago. If you want to stay in business, you better have parts. I keep me some solder. I keep plenty of that heat sink compound stuff. Screws. They'll go an original Roger beep. Let me turn the light on here. That is an original Roger beep. I got one left, and I keep them because I have one of those in every one of my radios. That's the original Roger beep, not that Roger clunk and all that junk. Over there I got a 50-foot cable of, what do you call that? The HDMI cable. I used to have that thing still work. But up here, see, my homemade trees, I keep me a bag of them. I got some stuff here. I made my remotes. I've homemade remotes. These are all templates and stuff that I use. I got a bunch of stuff in there, different tape, and this is full of capacitors, transformers. Look at that. Okay, and that's just on that thing there. This here, I got all kind of stuff in here, man. Got the big rectifiers there. These here are the 200 amp relays that I use to turn my power supplies on. I will not spend $100 to $150 on an Allen Bradley switch, and this thing here costs $13 and do the same thing. And I done built so many power supplies using that to turn the power supplies on. I just can't do it. Ain't my style. All right, this is the little parts room here. Okay. Oh, that's my tank I used to use down there. I don't use that no more. All right, let's go in here. These are all my little tools here I use here. Okay, got some there. here, this stuff I used to use outside, putting holes in people's cars. I got one of them things where you replace the pin nuts. Let's see. And then here, I got other stuff in here. I got enough soldering irons to last forever. The guns and the pencils. Okay. Now, all right, let's go in here. This is where I build and bend the cases and do all the metal work in here, in the laundry room. Okay? I had to clean that off for my wife because she was bitching. I had stuff all over there. She said, this is supposed to be a laundry room too. Where am I going to put all my clothes when they come out the dryer so I can hang? So she cleaned off that, well, she and me cleaned it off and got stuff all in place. Just my little sand the foot doctor gave me that years ago. It's a Delta drill that foot doctor gave me. I got screws and stuff in here, cables. Over here, this is why I've been, oh, this is my brake that I use. Bought this thing a long time ago when I was in the little house. Yep, I got templates over here that I use in case I want to take a Texas Star and make, you know, like a Texas Star using this plate here to make a 5-peel, but make it the way we make it. I got a template for the bird meter that I make my own bird meter things. I don't buy those. These are the one for the 3. I can make them. These are my fan cover templates when I want to cover the fans up when I'm making power supplies. This here is the one for the 2. If I get a 16-peel case and only want to use 2 fans, I use that to cover. This here is when I get a 24-peel case and I want to cover 3 fan holes. There's my template I use when Texas Star, you know. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. All right, that was my baby sister on the phone. Now I'm back in here, so, you know, I got stuff in here. I got my little table saw here. I got a Ferris cutting blade on here. This is how I cut my heat sinks. Them boxes down there got heat sinks in it and all wires and all that stuff. That stuff came out of that P60 power supply. I'm gonna give all that stuff to Wild Dog. Over here, some empty power supply boxes that I just keep. And up here, I got power supplies and all kind of stuff up here, you know. That's my old squirrel pellet rifle I used to use back in the day. Got different stuff up here. Got another one over there. And, you know, hey, this is where I do all the bending and cutting of the metal and all that stuff in here. And up here, in these things here, I got old stuff stored in here. You know, line sections. You got a box of transistors over there. That's an old Toshiba box, but it's full of HGs. And then I got some old peels up there in that box. And see them 3 cases there? They got soldering irons in them. I got plenty of soldering irons. Okay. All right. Well, there go my template I use for the peels. What else up here? There go the template for the 5-peel, the template to make the single cover for the fan. Big soldering iron and keep it here just in case I use it. Keep a little roll of solder. You know, torch. That stuff, valves. Cover my ears. That speaker up there so I can hear the CB in here in the room. Oh, this here is I got you see that regulator up there and that meter under this thing down here. I got a 250 amp alternator under there, and turn it on and it runs. And then I got one battery in there up under that seat that I sit on, and I can hook up regulators. I can test regulators in here for people to see if they, you know, make sure they work. Matter of fact, let me just turn the light on and see where it's sitting there. It's sitting at 12.5. Yep. So this in here in the room where I fix all this stuff up at, man, you know. All right. Big old chop saw down there. Stuff, man. Hey, you know, what's them Sawzalls? I got 2 of them. Everybody uses acetone. Gotta have acetone gloves. Oh, and Gorilla tape. Got to have Gorilla. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I think that's it for here. And this is down in the shop, a tour of the shop. You know, I hope I got everything. Oh, I got to show y'all this. I got a double kick base on my drum. I made that myself. That plate for this side. I said, man, the only thing I see different than the ones that cost $99 and the one that cost $3.99, the left foot got a plate just like the right foot. So I made it, and it worked. Like I said, you see I got mics on all these drums. Everywhere. Everywhere's microphones. That's the studio over there, y'all. Where I be having fun and playing. Oh, I got extra wires over here on the wall here. I got extra, that's my air conditioner down there. I got extra wire. Here go I call this my Elvis Presley mic. Right there. That's a sure, I forget the number, but it's a popular mic. I made this thing here too. The little singing booth, I made that. I said, I ain't spending no $99 for that thing. I got extra cables and stuff I keep over here. That's the NAS, what I was telling you about. That's 12 terabyte. Got pictures of my stuff up here. My old alternator system back there behind there. Okay, this is back in the shop. So, all right, y'all, I just wanted to show y'all. This is Tech9 over here, the professor. The Tech9 technology. Oh, you see I got my thing for my beams on the house. All kind of little notes up here. Pop speakers, bird meter stuff, you know. So anyway, I gotta go, y'all. It's early in the morning. It's 6:45. I just wanted to show y'all the shop. And I'm finna get out of here because I gotta eat me some breakfast. This is the professor over here at Tech9 Technologies. For all you cotton pickers, I told you, all y'all think I'm dead, I ain't dead. I still work over here every day, all the time. I'm busy as a bee. I just don't have, if you notice around here, the amplifiers that you see belong to me. I ain't got no amplifiers piled up in my shop. My floors clean and stay clean like this all the time because I'm a neat freak. I like everything to be in place and all that stuff. So anyway, let me get out of here. Catch y'all later. This is the professor over here, Tech9 Technologies. I gotta go. Catch you later. Bye.